All right, and we are live. That was quick. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and this is my channel, We Love Comics. And yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. I am doing a video on a Saturday. I actually had a little bit of time in between my jobs, and when I went to my massage office, I saw a couple of packages, and I absolutely had to do an unboxing. So today, of course, is the 22nd of December, 2018, almost Christmas time. Hopefully you guys are excited and having a great time with your family. And even if you're not, hopefully you'll find something that's really positive for you to do. And it's 5:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I already see people coming in. I absolutely love the fact that I give no notice and just decide, all right, I'm going to do a video, and people are here watching. That is always a good thing. So welcome, JRO. Nice to see you. We got Nam NGOV. I have not seen you before, but welcome. Hello yourself. Ricky is here. Manny the comic collector. Vinny. And he writes, none of the male people look like this lady on the left. Yeah, you're right about that, unfortunately. But that's why I post it, because if I put what the real ones might look like, he might be a little frightened. So Tina's here. Welcome. And I have two packages that my subscribers were kind enough to send to me, and I'm going to put on the video camera. Noah, welcome. And I also have a Key Silver Age book I'm going to do as an unboxing, so a trifecta today, and hopefully you will enjoy it. Now, I don't know what are in these packages, but I always appreciate when people do this. And one thing I want to make sure of, first of all, if you ever want to send anything, and of course it's not a requirement, but if you ever want to send anything, this is the address you could send it to. The two things I require is please make sure you have a return address and you also have a tracking number, because unfortunately these days with, you know, I'm sure you understand, I just have to make sure we protect the family, so we have to make sure it's traceable. So other than that, you could send original art and things like that. And please make sure, if you have a YouTube channel, if you have a business, a website, if you're promoting your art, please provide me links so I can promote your channel. Because if somebody's going to do something kind enough like this, sending a package, I want to make sure if they have a business and I can help them get an extra customer, or they're a up-and-coming artist and maybe my video helps get them in the right direction, I want to make sure we pay it forward. So especially this time of year, we want to make sure we're doing the kind and right thing. So please make sure, if you're kind enough to send anything, if you have anything you want me to promote, I have no problem doing it. So this first package is from, I crossed out the last name for their protection, but it's Tommy, a.k.a. Bake the Snake. So he's been a regular on my channel for a while. And this, like I said, I don't know what they are, so we're going to be opening them live. So I have two packages. Now, I don't go to my office very often. It's not my main office, but I am there to pick it up every now and then. So if you send it, it may take a little while before I get it, but they keep it safe and secure for me until I go there. All right, so let's open this up with my trusty, what they call suicide blade. If you ever worked in carpet industry, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And also, don't forget to stay until the end so you can get today's surprise subscriber shout out. Basically, the more you comment in the live section, the more likely I will see your comments and give you that shout out, if that is something you're interested in. All right, comes with a note. So I want to read this before I look what it is. All right, so let me show this really quick. So if you want to pause it and read it, you can. So, Bake the Snake writes, Chris, you are the first channel I stumbled across in the comic book community. Because of you, I stumbled down the rabbit hole and found lots of new friends. Thanks for all the good advice and positive attitude. Here's a little something to help you show my appreciation. It's not much, but then again, what do you give the guy, okay, that has multiples of everything? Well, another multiple. Hope you enjoy, and thanks again. Merry Christmas, Bake the Snake. And I love the fact he wrote Merry Christmas and not Happy Holidays. So Merry Christmas to you, Bake the Snake. And trust me, it is the thought that counts, so it doesn't matter what these are. I appreciate it, but let's show what he was kind enough to send. Now, this is actually pretty funny. Oh, and it's autographed, too. If you get the chance, let me know who autographed this. But this is Kiss. Now, what this person doesn't know, because I've never said it, Kiss is actually the first group I loved as a kid. I was born in 1970. So I remember the first time I saw Kiss on a TV show. I don't remember what show it was, but I remember watching TV and all of a sudden they were lowered down on this platform and started playing, and I was hooked on them ever since. And I remember mowing lawns and raking leaves to save up money to buy my first album, which was actually Kiss Alive 2. So I am a huge Kiss fan, so how ironic that this is the comic that he sent. And again, it's signed, but I can't see or tell who it is, so if you get the chance, let me know about that. So that is cool right there. That's funny that that's the first album. So there's more. Oh, I don't have this book. That's some nice cover. This is from Dynamite Comics, Red Sonja, #1. And again, sending autographed comics. Now, this one comes with a certificate, so let's see. Dynamite Entertainment has issued this Red Sonja BAM exclusive, signed by Amy Chu. So it's got one of those, the stickers. That is amazing. Red Sonja is definitely somebody to look out for. I think there was a rumor that they were going to be doing a possible Red Sonja movie, but who knows if it happens or not. Oh, we have another signed book. I love me some signed books. That's awesome, especially when I don't get the chance to go to Comic-Cons anymore. They're just way too far. But this is Vampirella, issue #1. That's a cool cover. And again, right here, signed, and it comes with a certificate. It was signed by Anthony Marquise. That's a great-looking book. Wow, this is beyond nice. All right, so there's 2 more. I don't think I actually have this book. We got Vader Down, issue #1. I think it says it's signed, but I don't see a signature. Let me see what it says. Oh, okay, it's a limited series of 15,000 copies. So this is a variant of Star Wars Vader Down, so that's cool. That is very nice. And wow, this is way beyond. So Bake the Snake, this is awesome. You guys are amazing. See, this is, you know what, despite some of the bad things I've had to go through on this channel with some of the people, and it's very few, thank goodness, it's stuff like this and the people that I communicate with, even the people in the chats, they're nothing but nice, is what inspires me to keep doing this. So, this is amazing. This is the 1 in 100 virgin variant of the first issue of the Wolverine. I think it's not Hunt for Wolverine, or Wolverine Returns or something. I'm not sure of the name because it's the virgin one, so I can't tell. But that's amazing. The matter of fact, the funny part is, I actually won this on eBay, and the person never sent it. So, how cool is that? That one of the few books that somebody did not send, I end up getting. So, you know, the fact that you said that this is not much, boy, I'd hate to think what you think, you know, is more than enough, because this is definitely a lot. So, these are incredible books. So, the 1 in 100 variant, that's a beautiful cover. A limited edition variant of Star Wars Vader Down. Absolutely, who doesn't love Darth Vader? Even though I've had a problem with Star Wars, can't deny the original characters. Vampirella, #1, signed by Anthony Marquise. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Red Sonja, signed by Amy Chu. That's some great art. And these comics are in great condition, so you really take care of your comics. And last but definitely not least, and again, if you could let me know who signed this, I'd be curious. It's actually in one of those poly bags, so this has never been opened. But this is Kiss #1, and it's signed right there. That'd be funny if it was one of the members of Kiss. That would be cool. So that was Bake the Snake. So Bake the Snake, I don't know if you have a YouTube channel, but if you do, please post the link. I'm going to put these down because I want to make sure I promote your channel, because that's incredible. And I will be keeping this note. I cherish these kind of things. And that is amazing. So I got one more package. And the funny part is when I saw this, I'm like, I wanted to say something else, but I'll stick with Jiminy Crickets. This was like right by the stairs of my office. And if somebody just wasn't looking, they would have probably killed themselves. But John sent this monstrosity of a box. That is amazing. It'd be funny if it was like when I did those unboxings with the chews, that it's a bunch of his old socks. That would actually be pretty funny. Hey, Comic Addiction, welcome. And if anybody ever does this, I want to make sure I read it right away because it does catch my eye. Comic Addiction sent the super chat, and you are amazing. He says, Merry Christmas, Chris. Merry Christmas to you, too. How good is that when I sent you that Ultimate Fallout 4, all of a sudden those prices skyrocketed. So I'm very happy I did that for your son, and hopefully by the time he's old enough to appreciate them, that'll hopefully help pay for his college, because that gets expensive. But this is, above and beyond. And if it is your socks, I'm not really good at laundry, but I can only imagine what this could be. But it's probably one of the biggest boxes I've ever gotten. So this is John. Oh, look at this. And they're even wrapped. My goodness. His name is J-O-A-O. And I always mispronounce it, and he says everybody mispronounce it. So he says call him John. So John, this is amazing. And again, if you have a YouTube channel, please let me know. And he writes, thank you, Chris, for all you do. Keep up the great work. Here's a little gift. You should have underlined that. This is definitely more than a little. Gift for you and your wife. Sorry, don't know her name. Her name, well, I could say her first name. Actually, you know what? Just in case, because other people had a problem, I'm just going to leave that as the wife. We'll call her the wife. But happy holidays and a great new year. John. So one day I'm going to learn to pronounce your name right. So let me know how to pronounce it. But he actually put 2 boxes in here, Christmas wrapped. So look at this. Christmas is actually early today. So that's amazing. I mean, who doesn't love unwrapping presents? And, ironically, it is cat and kitten wrapping paper. So good job on that one. I didn't notice that at first until I got it close up. So that's because I have the 3 stray cats. And a lot of people like the cats in the videos, so that's always appreciative. Oh, there he is. So this, he says, this is for my wife. Well, I'm opening my wife's present, so how good is that? She's actually not feeling well right now. Wow. I'm glad you told me this is for my wife, because I would have thought that was a little bit interesting. It's a nice-looking wallet. There we go. Definitely could not put comic books in here, but my wife does not collect comic books. That's amazing. She's in bed right now, not feeling well, so I'm gonna show her this really quick. So give me a second. And wow, Tina, you people are amazing. I'm telling you, I love how amazing you guys are. So Tina just sent the $25 super chat and says Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to you guys. You guys are you're the reason why I keep coming back. That's nice. And also, I love the fact that nobody's saying Happy Holidays. I absolutely hate that. I mean, obviously, if somebody's saying it, they're saying it to be nice. But I grew up, you said Merry Christmas, and it was never somebody getting insulted. So thank you for that. And that's amazing. And if you guys, especially if you do that, if you want me to promote something, if you have a business, a channel, website, anything, let me know. But give me 2 seconds. I want to show this to my wife really quick. That's amazing that you even thought of her. Give me a second. Well, my wife said it is absolutely her style, and her name is Stephanie. She said she gave me permission to say her first name. She really appreciates that, and that was absolutely unexpected. But again, I'm very glad. I'm very glad you were here to tell me, because I would have been a little confused as to why somebody thought I would want a purse. So thank you for being here to let me know about that. So that would have been an interesting unboxing right there. I've never received a purse before, so that would have been first. So again, Christmas wrapping paper. Oh, you guys are funny. That's actually the first time somebody actually sent something to my wife. So that was really cool of you. So I'm assuming this is either for me or my wife. I guess I'll find out if there's like a matching like mail purse or something. But if anything, I got the bigger one, so ha ha ha. Alright, so let's see. Wow. Holy crap. This is amazing. You know, the funny thing is, my cousin grew up a die-hard Star Trek fan, and I never had any of these things because I couldn't afford them, because these things were too expensive for me as a child. So I was always jealous because my cousin was like, his parents were pretty wealthy, and he used to get all toys. The ironic part is he'd have every toy under the sun, and he wasn't allowed to play them. So he had all original Star Wars toys, figures, like the Millennium Falcon, the original X-Wing fighters, in the original boxes, not ever opened. So there I was as a kid, going over his house and seeing all these amazing toys, and he wasn't allowed to play them. And I remember one time I convinced him to play one of his games. It was this game, I don't remember the name of it, maybe some of you who are my age would know. It was a thing where there was a disc, and you had to drop a parachute person and try and land it into the little, like it had a ball, and you had to try and drop it into one of the holes as it was spinning. It was paratroopers or something like that. And I remember his mother came into the room, saw us playing, pulled him out, and beat the living daylights out of him. Because, you know, back in those days, Sicilian parents had no problem beating their kids. But I felt horrible. But I thought, what's the sense of having toys if you can't play them? So let me show this. This is amazing. He sent me a Masterpiece Edition Star Trek, which comes with a book and a figure. So let me show you this. And this is Captain Kirk. I mean, oh, I guess that comes out. I mean, let me take a piece by piece. This is amazing. My goodness. I've never had one of these because I could never afford them. And you cannot say Star Trek without either Spock or Captain Kirk. And that is amazing. Harvey says, Chris, you're competing with a TBBT marathon. If I knew what that was, I would respond. So is that tuberculosis, bees, and beta TV? I don't know. So let me see. Comic Addiction says, Alfonso, I still haven't opened your present to my son. See, this is what I love. Everybody is like... This is amazing. And it comes with a hardcover book. That is a beautiful presentation-wise. That is nice. John, this is... I mean, I love the fact that you guys say, here's something little. My goodness, if this is what you guys think is little, I'd hate to see what would be big. I mean, all of a sudden I'd see like an 18-wheeler truck back up. My goodness. John, this is well and beyond amazing. And as you can see, I got some original Star Trek art. This is too heavy to hang on the wall, but I'm going to be putting this somewhere I can proudly display it. You know, for the meantime, let me see. All right. There we go. Place it right there. So John, that's amazing. And Bake the Snake, you guys are absolutely amazing. So thank you for that. Merry Christmas to everybody. But stick around. I have one more book. And please, don't ever, like, it's almost like it's funny. Like, they almost, like, the way they wrote it, they almost feel better. Like, oh, here's a little thing. That's not little. Those are amazing. At least for me. One of the good things about growing up kind of poor is it makes you appreciate everything. And to me, it's the thought that counts. So, yeah, and John says, I'm happy you like it. Like is a small term. That's amazing. It's way beyond what I would ever dream of, and I thank you for that. John, you're amazing. Tell me how to pronounce your name so I can actually show it right. But it's, he says call him John, but his last name, well, I don't want to say his last name. I'll leave that up to him. I don't want that to get out there. But this was something I bought. This is a key issue. It's actually a higher grade book, believe it or not. I tend to get, not that I want to, but I tend to end up with a lot of lower grade books because, unfortunately, with today's prices, higher grade books are very expensive these days, but every now and then you can get some good deals with some higher grades. Now, I have a couple of copies of this book, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's always good to get multiple copies because this way, especially if you love your comics, if you ever want to trade for something, excuse me, that you couldn't get before, you can trade one away and still have it. So to me, it's advantageous to get multiple copies if you ever want to do trades or sell them. All right, so this, yeah, so this does look pretty darn good. Oh, really quick, super chat from Barry Jeffrey. Thank you so much. He says, Merry Christmas. Please see below for my comment. Oh, okay. I was like, where is it? So he says, hey, Chris, your impact on myself and the comic book community is undeniable. I want to sincerely thank you for all your hard work and all your amazing advice. Thank you for that. That means a lot. And that's why it's like at times I would get a little frustrated because of some of the anonymous people who try and do mean things. And my New Year's resolution this year, when we get to that point, is I'm going to just try and be more appreciative of the amazing people like you guys. I mean, you just, no matter what you do in life, there's always going to be some people who are either jealous or hate you or something like that. And I don't want to focus on that anymore. This is what it's all about. And it shouldn't be just Christmas time. It should be all year round. So it's people like that it's amazing. And he wrote a little bit more, so I want to read this. Barry continues, I am truly privileged to have found your channel. I've gotten to experience your comic book collecting journey. You're amazing, and I hope you continue to make amazing videos and keep your head up and not listen to those who discourage you. We all really appreciate you, Chris, and you are very loved, and you are one of my favorite YouTubers easily. Whenever I see a new video by you, I click because I know it'll be great. I mean, what can you say about something like that? That's why I do it. And I will, as long as I can get some kind of, income coming, and to be able to pay my bills, because that's important first, but as long as I have the ability, I will definitely keep doing this as long as I can. I mean, that to me makes everything, with all the negative things I've dealt with, that right there and these things right here makes it all worthwhile. I do it 100-fold, and that's what some people just don't seem to understand. So, Barry, that was incredibly beautiful what you wrote. That means a lot to me. It is definitely appreciated. And hopefully I'll continue to make videos that you guys enjoy. To give you a heads up, in the next couple of days, I'm going to be a little busy, obviously, because of the holidays. But I am going to be doing a... I have a top 15 of my top graded books that I bought for 2018. And last year I did a top 50 of my ungraded books. But I got so many good books this year that I'll be doing a top 60 ungraded books from 2018 purchases. And I'm going to do it in an installment of 3 different videos, so they're not too long. So it'll be 20, 20, and 20 in each video. Those should be coming. I have a couple of more key issues I'm waiting to have come in. Obviously, the holidays are delaying them a little bit. But let me show this. This actually looks even better than when I saw it on eBay. And this is definitely high grade. This is Amazing Spider-Man 17, which is definitely a book that I think is totally underrated and undervalued, because especially, it's going to be a matter of time before Green Goblin ends up in one of the Spider-Man movies. And many people may have missed the boat on Amazing Spider-Man 14 because it's getting really expensive. But remember, this is not only the second appearance of the Green Goblin, but it is the first time he has his glider. Because remember, in the first appearance, he was riding basically a magical vacuum. Which I'm glad they changed that, because that looks so stupid. I wonder if he would have been as popular if he would have stuck with that magical vacuum. So this is the first appearance of his glider, so it does have significance. And look at this. The spine, there is not one tick on that spine. I would say this is at least an 8.0. I mean, look at the corners. This is a Silver Age book. Look how sharp the edges and the corners are. So when this person said high grade, I mean, a lot of times at eBay, somebody will say high grade, and then you get it, and you're like, there's no way. But look, the edges, not any bit of chipping. I mean, whoever had this book totally took care of it. The spine is completely flat. All the way up and down. The colors are amazing. And the wrinkles are not on the comic. That's the bag. This will definitely be getting graded. That is amazing. And just to show the cover close up. No rip, no tears, no folds. I would say this has got to be at least an 8.0, if not more. Let me see. Let's just assume it's an 8.0. Let me go, because people ask me all the time, where do you go to check the value of your books? The main website I go to is one that's called GoCollect.com. It's all one word, Go Collect. And then what I also do is I go on eBay and I go based on comics that were already sold to get a general idea of what the price is that have been what people are paying for. So let me look this up. So Amazing Spider-Man 17. And it's a free website. I mean, you have the ability to pay for some of the things, but you don't have to. But let's assume this is an 8.0. And I think you guys looking at this, you'd probably agree this should at least be an 8.0, if not more. So according to GoCollect.com, an 8.0 would be $675. Now, they base it on eBay sales and other sales for like the past, I think, 2 years. So they're basing it not on what people think it might be, but what people are purchasing it. So an 8.5 would be valued at $900, and a 9.0, I mean, I'd flip if this ended up a 9.0, but I wouldn't be shocked either. A 9.0 is valued at $1,700. Now, to tell you, of course, because I always mention the price, I paid about what a 5.5 is currently worth. So on eBay, and yes, I buy on eBay all the time, and you can get good deals, and this is definitely a beautiful book. Got to change the bag and board, though. But with shipping and handling, I paid a total of $263.65. Which is an incredible deal for such a high-grade book. I mean, this is so much better than it looked on eBay. Obviously, I got to look inside, and I got to look at the back. But for under $300 on such a high-grade book, because there is no way that this is a 5.5. It's definitely going to be in the 8 to 9 range. So that is amazing. That's my first high grade in a long time. When I was a kid, when I was buying comics, I was able to get high grades all the time because, like, for example, I bought what would have been easily a 9.6 to, well, 9.4 to 9.6 Hulk 181. I paid under $100 for it. You know, those were the days, but unfortunately those books all got stolen from me, so I don't have that anymore. And Harvey says, Chris planning to talk about the new grading company. Well, if I knew what it was, I absolutely would, but I wasn't sure about that. Barry says, the one Reggie talked about. I haven't had the chance to see Reggie's channel lately because I've actually been sick again. My wife was nice enough to share her illness with me, so she's a very giving person. So I haven't had the chance to watch those videos, but I will. Reggie's a great channel, and he's definitely up and coming. So if you haven't seen his channel, please go check him out. He said, Discovery Bay Comics says EGS Expert Grading Service. So I don't know anything about them yet, so I don't want to say anything until I get more information. And I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I didn't even know they existed, because I know somebody messaged me about it, but I haven't heard from them. But my thing is, when I tell people, it's like, listen, if you want me to do a review, just be careful. I'm going to do an honest review. So I'm not going to just pander. I'm going to make sure I say, because even though I'm quote-unquote sponsored by PGX, although I don't get paid, we just have a deal where I give them an advertisement on my videos, and they allow me to get 4 comics graded a month. If they do something bad, I call them out, because if you're going to do reviews, they got to be honest, and that's very important to me. So I would never just say, oh, everything's great, and never, you know, say anything bad. Because I'll say to this day, CGC has the best slabs of all 3 grading companies. PGX is not the best, but it's definitely good for what you want to use it for. So let me do today's surprise subscriber shout out, because I do have to start getting ready for work. Comic Addiction says, Chris is my superhero. Well, I feel bad if that's the case, but I still appreciate it. Discovery Bay Comics says, we look forward to your review of these services. Well, somebody did contact me. They didn't say what the name of the company is, but I'm assuming it's that. And they said they would allow me to send in a couple of comics to get graded, but I haven't heard from them, so maybe they changed their mind or something. So I can't really give a good review, because honestly, I don't want to be spending money on a new company on graded books that hasn't been established. So, I mean, if somebody wanted to grade one for me to do a review, that's different. But I think a lot of people are going to be weary about a new company. So, you know, it doesn't have a reputation yet, which is good and it's bad. You don't know how long it's going to take to get them graded. You don't know if they're accurate. Is it trustworthy? So I would say go in with some caution. But you never know. It might be something good. So Barry says, in Australia, we have a grading company called Halo. I've heard of them. The cases are so strong, better than CGC. You know, the funny thing is, I've never had one of the Halo comics, graded comics, but they look pretty sturdy. I just don't like their header. It just looks too basic. But, I mean, you know, if you live in Australia, and that's the only grading company, it kind of limits your choices, because especially if you're trying to buy something overseas, it can get a little expensive. And look, guys, just before I end, Oregon, one of my 3 stray cats that we took in, one of our rescues, decided to come over and say hello. So for you cat lovers, we got a chance. So let me see if he approves. What do you think? He doesn't seem to care. So let me do today's surprise subscriber shout out. Again, John and also Bake the Snake, I want to thank you guys for those amazing things. And my wife totally thanks you. That was really unexpected and absolutely amazing. But let me do today's surprise subscriber shout out. And if any of you are so kind to give the video a thumbs up, it absolutely helps my channel. It helps people get it out there. And if you guys really do appreciate my stuff, if you have any social networks or anything like that where you could share my channel and get my name out there, the bigger my channel gets, the more I can help and reach out to other people. So I could use your help if you are so kind. Obviously, it's not something you have to do. And also, don't forget, I want to remind people that if you signed up for that cashback program, if you haven't used it, and I've seen a bunch of people did sign up and they haven't used it, you have 90 days to use it and spend $25 or more to get that $10 cash back. Once that passes, you don't get that anymore, so don't lose that opportunity to save yourself some money. So if you ever get a comic and well, first of all, if you haven't signed up for it, the link is in the description. You spend $25 or more on eBay, you get $10 cash back, and it does work, and it's free to do. So today's surprise subscriber shout out is going to go to Johnny Future. So thank you very much. You guys are amazing. You just made my Christmas. So I want to thank each and every one of you. Even, I mean, like I said, this is not something where you have to send a super chat or you have to send anything. I don't want anybody to ever think that, you know, you have to be giving something to be appreciated. The fact that all of you, like, I read, when I'm done, I always read every single comment in the live chat. And it's always friendly. Even if people disagree, they do it politely. And that's what I want this channel to be all about. Where you can come here, you can share your thoughts, you can have a difference of opinion, and everybody is just pretty much nice, and that's the way I want it to be. So thank you so much for that, and I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, very Happy Hanukkah if you celebrate Hanukkah, or whatever you do. And James Ewing says, what new stuff is PGX doing for the new year? I just got a message the other day from Daniel Patterson, the owner of PGX. He's going to be giving me information when it's available. He says he's got a couple of things that are happening, but he want to make sure that everything's ready to go before he lets me know about it. So as soon as I know, I will let you guys know. And thank you so much, everybody. I hope you have a great night. And don't forget, it's not you, it's not I, it's We Love Comics. Peace out, everybody, and thank you so much. The gifts are definitely appreciated. Love you all.